I'm going to show you this web app called fraction.works, which I just created. It helps you find and manage fractional works, part-time, freelancing, these kind of works. And it uses who's hiring submissions of HackerNews to find those jobs. In the future, I might add other sources. To use the app, you need to either sign up with an email address and password, or you can just log in as a guest. So when you click on this, it creates you a temporary user with a random username, and it signs you in with a cookie session, and you can use the app. But I'll show you how you can convert it to permanent user, which I strongly recommend. Okay, let's see how it works. So it has a search bar. You can type in queries for keywords and other things to filter the data, for example, Python or based on technology or anything like that. And then also there is this thing that allows you to filter by dates. For example, here we say list post within last month. And you can see it is also here in the query that you have full control. For example, I can change it to last 20 days. And you can see there are 3 posts. Now let's look at how these are ordered because it's important how they appear, and it's based on priority. At least this is how it works well for me. So first thing is the ones that are posted under freelancer jobs. And then when we run out of them, then it tries to find the ones that under who's hiring, but they're more likely to be open to part-time. For example, we're looking for keywords like contracts or part-time or consulting and all of that. And you can see there's even full-time here, but don't give up on them. Sometimes if you're a great match, they're open to that. They sometimes also mention full-time here, but in the body they mention something else that shows that they are open to part-time. So don't just give up on that. Now let's look at how this can be used. So for example, I go over this list. I see that this one is seeking for freelancer, but the body shows that someone has put it by mistake. It seems to be seeking for work actually. So it's an invalid one. I can mark it. And then I move on to the next one. And for example, I apply to this one and mark it as applied. For example, this one I say I'm not interested or not a good match. So I choose an state for each of them. I can also put some notes here and it will automatically save it. And then you can also filter by status. For example, the ones that I applied, the ones that I was not interested, or both of them, things like that. And again, if you notice, whenever you change something here, it applies the query and also on the query string. So what you need to share it with someone or with yourself, it's just copy the URL. It has everything you need. Okay, now let's see how you can convert this temporary user to a permanent one, and I'll tell you why you need that. It's the most important thing is that when these states are stored in your browser, you wouldn't be able to use another device. So it's best if there is a place that everything is there on the back end, and then you can switch between devices. For that, you need an account. So you need to sign up. You can convert this anonymous account that you have already been using to a permanent one by clicking on sign up here, and then put an email address and password. Let's use this. And then you sign up. And then this user is converted to one of this. So you can log out and log in with the username and password, and your data will be there. So this is really useful, particularly when you are away from your desk, you're at your phone. For example, you can open fraction.works, go over the list, and then say, okay, this one seems interesting. For example, I want to apply, but I don't apply yet because I'm not comfortable on my phone. And then you select all the ones you want to apply, for example, and then you go home You even can, as I said, you can copy the query string and then use it at your desktop or laptop where you're comfortable for applying for the job. Then you filter by status to the ones that you said you want to apply. Then you go over them and apply. As I said, you can also take some notes while you're reading them and use the notes and apply for those jobs. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Thank you very much for your time.